Oh, good day. I'm doing a little video on Milankovitch cycles. Milankovitch cycles are the variation of how the sun affects the earth through tilt, precession, and eccentricity. At the bottom, this is a global or glacial maximum. CO2 is 180 parts per million, and the temperature is around -8 Celsius. When she warmed up, there's 270 parts per million in the atmosphere, and temperatures were about where we are now, maybe 1 C. At one time, about 375,000 years ago, she peaked at 300 parts per million. Global temperature average was 2 C above. So 180 from 300 is 120 parts per million. 8 C to 2 C is 10 Celsius. So 10 Celsius, 120 parts per million is 1 degree Celsius per 12 parts per million. We are here in May, peaked out CO2 at 417.1 parts per million. We're headed for 10 C. Absolute greenhouse gas equivalent, or CO2 equivalent, is 500 parts per million. We're going to 13 C. The permafrost holds 2 times the carbon that's in the atmosphere now. So 2 times this would be what? 834 parts per million plus the 417. That's 1,251 parts per million. We're going, you're looking at what, 100 degrees Celsius? Back in 1750, that's the CO2, and then she started climbing. It's up 417 parts per million, and this is the graph on the spikes and the temperature. You can see there's one spike, there's another spike, and now it's going and going. Looks like it's going exponential. Every year they're pumping 3.2 parts per million into the atmosphere of CO2. Now, every 4 years, that's 12 parts per million, not including the other greenhouse gases, which means that's another 1 degree temperature, or 1 degree Celsius she's gonna climb. But not only that, but it also helps accelerating the rate of warming. So now you can see the definition of insanity. Okay, my little global warming advertising buggy. Well, showing a quick video. I carry a spare battery inside my buggy, so I'm using the solar to charge it up. What I do with this battery is I use it to charge up and run my tablet and charge cell phones or whichever. But also, I can plug an electric kettle and I can boil water at this. So say the temperatures drop to -35 below, I just fill up a kettle, start boiling it, and the heat that's radiating off the kettle will lift the internal temperatures of a little solar buggy here to plus 35. It'd be toasty warm. Plus I can have a cup of coffee.